Hey guys, so I thought I'd do something that I thought as an idea when I was gonna start this channel, which is like a thing called fake stories. Now, what it's about is like generally the drama thing with the whole internet, like channels like Am I the Jerk or all channels related to that. So it's just gonna be like little fake stories as I play like popular mobile games or just straight up mobile games. So I'm just like putting it in your head for now. I might start it today. I don't really know. I think I'll do one. So I walked into school like normal, and it was just that day that I don't want to hang out in. So, of course, I'm just gonna be my normal self and do my thing of learning. There's a problem, though. I did finish the homework, but for some reason, my teacher was trying to make it look like I didn't. But she failed at that. So, yeah, I usually don't want to do anything with that, so I just went to my next class. But, when I was after school, she was there, and she told me, don't forget to do your homework. And I was, of course, going to remember, so I did my homework last night, I went to bed, and when I woke up, I checked it was there, and it was there, because sometimes I just lose my homework out of nowhere. So then I was like, well, she can't say that I didn't do my homework. I have clear proof. And I finished the homework, so it couldn't be, like, bad, right? Well, when I got to class, I set down my stuff, I grabbed my homework, and I put it on the table, and I started my starter, like I always do every morning. Now, when she walked up to see if I did it, she immediately said, "Oh, you didn't do it here!" And she pointed to the thing that was clearly not what the homework was. And I said, "But that wasn't what the homework was." And she said, "Oh, well, it was, because I said it was the homework. Maybe you weren't listening in class." But I didn't. I know I listened in class because it was written on the board. The other teacher had to say, that was the homework. Every single kid did it. You even said one kid did it flawlessly. Yes, but it wasn't the homework, and I just thought, just because it was a mistake, that they did good still. But this was obviously a lie, because it was the homework, and she was just trying to make it look like I was bad for some reason, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. For the rest of the day, I turned in my homework, and nothing really happened. So I did my homework again the next night, and I still completed it, and the teacher this time didn't complain. But I didn't know that she was going to do this next week. So all of a sudden, she says out of nowhere, "Well, your group projects." Like, we knew what that was. But we know she never said anything about group projects. So, of course, we were confused as hell. And we were waiting for like her to say, "Oh wait, that's next week," or, "Oh, maybe I'm confused." But she didn't. And she immediately looked at me and said, "Well, where's your homework?" I'm like, it's in my folder. "Yeah, but what's your group project?" And I immediately responded, "But there was no group project." And of course she went, "Oh, well, there was. You just don't believe me." Because she obviously could not finish her sentence because she was lying. The other teacher said that the group project was actually down the year later. It was not now. And she just fumbled and crumbled. She didn't lose her job, but she stopped trying to blame me or make me seem bad. But yeah, it's the end of the story. If you like this fake story, put it in the comments. I'll read them when I have internet. Okay, I'm gonna do another one just for the lulz. So I was at a park, and I don't really like going to parks because, well, they're parks. Doesn't everyone not like them sometimes? But I brought my little brother, and my mom came. Now, I love this action figure I have, so obviously I don't like people touching it unless, like, it's my brother, because he likes the same character. So I'm sitting down on the bench watching my little brother run around on the playground. But for some reason, this little kid, like almost my brother's age, walks up to me and says, "Mine!" And I'm like, "What?" And he goes again, "My toy!" But I look at my figure and I say, "Oh, I'm sorry, this is actually my toy." And he started crying, and I just thought it was so weird. And he then started saying, "It's my toy, it's my toy, you stole it from me!" Which obviously I hadn't, because my mother bought it for me for Christmas. And me and my brother shared most of the time. So obviously my mother came over with her protective mother skills and said, this is his toy. And the kids were crying even more. Soon his mother did come over, and she immediately snapped at my mother. "Why did you steal my son's toy?" And my mother replies with, "But this isn't his toy, this is my son's." And I'm just gonna call her Karen because that's probably what she was. And she starts screaming and saying, "But it is his toy! If he wants it, it's his! You can't be lying to me! I'm going to get you arrested!" But I didn't really think much of this, so I just watched as my mother and Karen argued. But soon my brother called me up and said, "Play with me!" And obviously, in his little cute little face, he begged me. So I came to the playground with him. But the little kid followed me, and he was still crying, saying, "That's my toy! That's my toy!" And I was just... Later, the mother got fed up of trying and finally accepted that it wasn't her son's toy. And, yeah. Anyways, that's, my shenanigans of kids trying to steal my toys, so, yeah. I think I just kind of, got stuck on that story, and sorry for coughing in the middle. It's just, when I do voices, it kind of hurts, so. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do more of this, but if you guys don't like it, then I think I'll stop. So I'll do one more, and it'll be long. Okay, so I love playing on my PC. It's just my favorite thing to do because it's fun to play. I play with Minecraft with my friends a lot, but when school starts, we usually have to tone it down because we can't hang out as much due to schoolwork. So one day, I'm playing with my friends. We're talking, building things, and surviving in our world. Soon, my friend says, "Oh, I gotta, invite my friend over. He's asking me." And of course, I made the server available to him. Now, I didn't think much of this because it's my friend and he's really calm. But, as soon as he logged in, he started saying, "Where's all the diamonds? Give me the diamonds!" in voice chat. And I obviously said, "We don't have any diamonds. We basically just started this new world. All we have is stone and iron and wood." And the kid started saying, "Well, you could just spawn it in creative." Now, usually I would do that because me and my friends like to mess around. But we decided we were not gonna do creative once unless we're far away and we're done with stuff and no one's around, cause yeah. But we didn't have to do that later, so I said, obviously, well, we're not doing that. We are trying to just do no creative. now the kid started yelling in like voice chat. Sorry, not voice chat. Chat, just the Minecraft chat. He started saying, "But I want the diamonds, so break a stupid rule and give me all your diamonds." And I'm like, we don't have any diamonds, and I'm not gonna give you any. Soon my friend tried to tone him down, but he was like, but obviously in his little kid voice, he was like, "No, I want the diamonds, and if your friend won't give it to me, then I want to be your friend." And my friend is also from my school, and we hang out a lot. And obviously, we are like brothers, because my friend does not like when people insult me, and he does not like when I do not like when people insult him. So obviously, when he said when this little kid said this, he said, "Oh, okay, that's fine. I'm fine with that. You're being annoying, and just why do you think it's easy just to do this? Like, he's not gonna get you diamonds, so why don't you accept that and do the hard work like everyone else?" Now, obviously, my friend just like made this kid really mad, and his mother sent voice chat. Sorry, not voice chats. Chats later, like saying, like trying to get it, but I banned the kid, and yeah, we never really saw him again, and I'm happy for that. He was really annoying. Anyways, yeah. I think I really like these stories because they all have like this one thing, like someone's being annoying, and the person always wins. But I'm sorry for that. It's just my first one. Yeah, I think the video's over, so you can watch the rest of the gameplay if you want and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. Bye.